ASCII Entertainment. A mysterious darkness conquered the island of Marinette. There was either a god or a demon who controlled the island, and no one tried to go there. A high elf in the forest told of a blue light that came down from the sky and struck the island. The blue light penetrated deep into the island's underworld. For hundreds of years, the island had been carved by people who were challenged and destroyed by the island's energy. Legends say, never approach the island, for a sleeping beast in the darkness waits for a great awakening.
Holy shit, that is how you start a game. Well, hello there, everybody. We are going to be playing Kingsfield. Now, you're probably thinking, hey, wait a minute, haven't you played Kingsfield in the past? I did, and it was really bad, and I played it on really bad software. It was really awful. So, I'm going to start over and brand new in the new place, obviously, and new and improved me. So, I hope you guys are going to enjoy this one. I absolutely love Kingsfield. I'm going to hopefully remember to throw this up in editing. I do actually own the entire Kingsfield trilogy. Now you're probably like, wait a minute, there's 4 games, and that's technically true. The first Kingsfield that came out in Japan was only released in Japan, obviously, and it was released for the PS1, and obviously I'm not going to shell out like $200 for that. That is unbelievably too much money. And I do own the long box copy, as you can see in the picture, with the wonderful ASCII Entertainment helpline card. That is so fucking cool. I love that. And I do actually own, which I'll show up as well here, the ASCII, let me see what it's called. I have the box next to me too. ASCII Stick PS. A hands-free auto and turbo switches. That controller is terrible. I actually bought that at a Goodwill when I was a kid. And I played Tunnel B1 with it, and it was terrible. That's another game I might do someday, too. It's horrible. So, anyways, Kingsfield 1 in America is technically Kingsfield 2. Then you have Kingsfield 2 America, which is 3 in Japan. And then Kingsfield the Ancient City, which is Kingsfield 4. But that one doesn't have a number in the American version. Which I do own all 3 of those games. They're absolutely unique in their own way. If I have a favorite, it's going to be this one. I love it so much. So we are playing this on EPSXE. Now, trust me on this. My God, do yourself a favor. Put the overclocking up to 2. Because this game was made with dog shit, and it's got really, really bad frame rate. Even on the PS1... it was terrible. Even on a PS2, it's pretty bad. Even on a PS3, it's really bad. Now, running the overclocking doesn't entirely fix it. I've tried it on the max overclocking. It's too fast. I've tried it on 1.5. It's too slow. It's a Goldilocks moment. I prefer overclocking speed 2. You're going to get the best result that will cause minimal delay, and it's just much more comfortable, trust me. I do, like I said, obviously own the entire series, and I am playing this on the disc on the emulator, so we will be getting some stuttering here and there, mainly when stuff loads in, which it's not a really well-optimized game, trust me. But it's great. Now you're probably thinking, wait a minute, From Software, they made Dark Souls. Well, that indeed they did. This was the series before Dark Souls. There was also Armored Core. I've never played that. I don't really have any interest in playing it. I don't even know what it is. As far as I'm concerned, it's got the word armor in it, therefore it's probably something with robots, and I don't give a shit. So, anyways, I really do like the Kingsfield series. It's a very difficult, frustrating, maze-like series with awesome music, so of course I love it. This is not everybody's cup of tea. I'm not going to say that this is for you personally. Yes, you, I'm talking to you. Unless you're really like old 90s dungeon crawlers. So, I love this game personally. I can admit it's got a ton of flaws. It's not perfect, but I hope you guys are going to enjoy it. Let's go ahead and get into it, shall we? So, oh boy, here we go. Now, first things first, I'm going to pause the game when we load in. Boom. Look at all this shit. Look at all these numbers. God damn, look at all these numbers and menus and datas and... Ugh! It's so fucking cool. So, yeah, I love this game. We have no items to start with. I'll explain these menus now because I'm not going to do it any other time. So, use magic is not the same as your magic spells. These are like kind of buffs we get later on. Now we got equipment. We have a dagger in hand. Item 1 and 2 are like rings and bits and bobs we equip. And we don't have any equipment. We are squishy and naked, basically. So, the button is the select button. That's pretty useful. I'll show you guys what we're going to do with that when we get some items going. And of course, strength. This is our stats. If you really like all those numbers, I'm not really going to be worried about it. Drop item. I never really bother with it. Data. It's how you load your game. Quit the game if you're a pussy. And then, of course, we got options here. If you want to turn off all these things and make the game even more difficult, go for it. Yeah, I'm really a huge fan of this game. I've just played it recently in preparation. I played this game about 8 times, I'd say, total. I played Kingsfield 2 maybe 1 time, and Kingsfield 4 I finished once and got halfway through and just played something else. This is, like I said, my favorite in the series, and I just love it. Experience, pretty explanatory. Level, those I'd hope you understand. You know, there's max level in this game is about 30. Most games you're going to end at 30 or 32. Just for ballpark, I guess. HP, health points, MP, magic points. That's pretty explanatory. Strength power and magic power. Those are the actual efficacy of your attacks. And condition, if you get like poisoned or dark or cursed, yeah, all that fun shit. And of course we got gold. I'd hope you know what money is. If you play RuneScape, you're a good person. So, let's get into it. Now, oh boy, get used to that stuttering. So this is Kingsfield, man. I'm using a joystick because of the emulator, but this game will fuck your hands up if you're playing it. Trust me, it really is. So do not walk off that, you will die. This is a infamous thing about this series, is you can die within seconds of starting the game. So, square is going to be your attack, circle brings up menu, triangle when we have it is spells, left and right is strafe with L1, R1, and then up and down look is L1, L2, and of course X is our sprint button as well. Those 2 bars, the top one is your stamina. If you have negative stamina, you can't attack, but it also makes, you know, the amount of damage you're going to do, like full bar, full damage, and then MP, that bar, it needs to be filled before you can cast a spell. Magic power increasing and using spells more makes it go quicker. So, and of course we got our compass, which looks like the word sex. Now you can't unsee it. You're welcome. And let's go ahead and get into it. Don't go anywhere near Mama Squid over there. She will fuck you up royally. Like that. I wanted to do that to demonstrate it. Trust me, that is an absolute dead zone. If that doesn't show you how fast you die in this game, I don't know what does. Don't touch those fish either, they'll kill you too. So, alright. You move really quickly if you're using the GPU overclocking. I'd prefer this. It might make the combat a bit harder, but believe me, I'm okay with that. It's not that big of a deal. So every single attack on an enemy will stun lock them, which is kind of unique, I guess, but it also determines how much damage you're going to be dealing. This piss-ass dagger is terrible, so trust me, we want to get rid of that as quickly as we can. So let's go ahead and pick up gold, a herb, and a new weapon. Oh boy, we're really making big gains after getting killed by the Mama Squid. Now, Mama Squid is a boss for much later in the game. That's why I wanted to demonstrate. You can't go near that thing. It'll fucking kill you so quick. So, this is a crystal. This is basically used to make crystal flasks or arrows, which I'll show later. And Earth Herb is going to be used for healing. You can look at it kind of like life gems, I guess, or moon grass from Demon Souls. So, we're going to be putting that on our... Actually, let's equip our short sword first. I don't know if I did that. And go ahead and equip our herb to our button. This is a huge good idea. And yeah, the fish can jump out of the water. You didn't just fucking lose your mind because this game looks like LSD simulator. No, fish can jump out of the water and fucking kill you. Everything in this game is so goddamn dangerous in the beginning, it's not even funny. So, anyways. Alright, so enemies are pretty dangerous right now. This is kind of the main strategy you're going to be using early game, is going to be side strafing into them and getting behind them, and then just taking care of them that way. It's a lot safer than it looks, trust me. There's some enemies that have magic, and trust me, magic is no fucking joke in this game. It will kill you really quick, especially early on. There's not very many enemies that have magic yet, thank fucking God. But when there is, trust me, they are just nasty. There's these fucking scythe-wielding skeleton assholes later on. Yeah, those things suck, trust me. I'm gonna get whacked, but yeah, there we go. So that pool is gonna be for healing. Oh, Jesus. I do like the combat in this game, as weird as that sounds. Oh, Jesus. So, it's because it's so basic that you fucking up is what makes the game harder, and I love that. It's something that is so basic that it's not difficult, but your attention span makes it harder. Now, we can't open that chest just yet. There's actually an aggressive Skeleman behind that wall. I can't do anything about him right now. I could, but he would kill me in absolutely 1 second. I'm not even kidding. Everything early on in this game is so dangerous, it's not even funny. So, when we level up, there's no XP bar per se. It's just gonna be basically, oh, you leveled up, good job. There's no, like, 200 more XP to go. It's just kind of like doubling, I guess. That was kind of a technique a lot of old games used. So, don't worry about, like, oh, I need to grind. You know, no, you don't need to grind. This is not World of fucking Warcraft, okay? This is not like Dark Souls where people go, oh, I need to grind to get my level. No, you don't. You just don't, man. So, these watermelon-looking fuckers, these are called head eaters. They're actually in every single Kingsville game. They just look slightly different. They have a really janky attack. I'm trying not to get too close to him. There we go. So what they can do is they can also poison you. Now, poison should be pretty self-explanatory. It's not that bad. It's just inconveniencing. If you do get poisoned early on, you can actually stand in the middle of those green slimes, and they will actually heal your poison. I know that sounds weird and it doesn't make any sense, but it's one of those things I love about this game. There's just little dumb shit things that happen like that that just work. I don't know, it's really quite charming. And oh no, the enemies respawned. It's not that big of a deal. I strongly, and I mean strongly, recommend killing enemies when they respawn this early in the game, because we are so flimsy. We can get killed instantly in this game. It's not even a joke. Like, this early at least. So, coming up are some snails. Now, these things are fucking... Oh, God. I called it. So you see how quickly that thing hit me? That snot attack? Holy shit. That makes my ass clench. It really does. So, this game, it's not tied to this, you know, like, GPU overclocking. No, the game is just like this. If you get hit by shit like that, it hits you so fast. It's unbelievable. So let's go ahead and get our first magic spell to make things a little more tolerable. Go ahead and use the Wind Crystal. So in this game you use crystals to get spells, and you also get, like, some other things, I think. This game is really not well documented, so there's not a lot of information on it. But this is locked, we can't come back here till much later. And we'll get a Crystal Flask! So, if you're familiar with Dark Souls and the Estus Flask mechanic, it's kind of like that. You can refill it at, like, pools, and a couple other areas in the game have, like, things you can refill at, like fountains and stuff. Which, trust me, you want to make sure you have this, because there's this early in the game, we first of all have no way of recovering magic points, which is why I'm not using that spell just yet. We got Wind Cutter. I don't even think I said what it was. Wind Cutter actually pierces enemies, which is really good. In my opinion, I'd rather use Wind Cutter than Fireball. It's solid in all these games. It's a just decent spell. So let's go ahead and use the pool, and go ahead and use item and Crystal Flask. And we drew some dew, and we get Blue Potion. So yeah, Blue Potion is just healing, and Red Potion later on is for magic, and then, you know, Yellow Potion or Gold Potion is going to be used for all. Not as much, but you'll still get, like, quite a bit. But we're going to be using that later on. So I'm not using my magic just yet unless I absolutely get in a situation where I need to use it. But the magic in this game is pretty damn cool. There's quite a lot of spells. There's also quite a lot of variety. I've never actually seen all the spells personally in this game. There is so much stuff in this game that's hidden. And if you're looking at this going, this really might not be the game for me, that's totally fine. If you just want to listen to my sexy voice for the next couple hours, I'd appreciate it, because YouTube doesn't like to, like, recommend my videos because I say the fuck word and stuff. So please, just give it a chance, if not for me. But, yeah, it's not really what I call a game for everybody, and that's fine. I don't think everybody should enjoy the same thing. It would be really boring if everybody liked the same damn thing. Now, this is a dungeon crawler. True and fucking true. It really is. I think there's actually an item in this room, if I can demonstrate it. I know there's an item somewhere in one of these walls really early on. This is a game where doing this is very common. The whole series is plagued with this sort of stuff. I use the word plague there because I know most people don't like it, and I'm perfectly fine with that, but I absolutely love it. This is a save crystal. I just did a test record that went horribly wrong. This is a guidepost. This is a teleporting item. We can't really make use of it just yet, but I'll explain how those work when we get them. But this is actually a good introduction to it right here. So this is a Stargate, and no, it's not the shitty TV series. It's actually a teleporting item. You need to have magic points to be able to use it. I think it's 4. It's either 4 or 6. I can never remember. But you need magic points to actually use teleporting. So there's no teleport spells per se. There's just that. Jesus Christ. This is really rough looking, I'm pretty sure, to most people, but if you give this game about a half an hour of playing it on your own time, I recommend it. I don't even think playing it with commentary is doing the game justice. It's an absolutely wonderful atmospheric experience. The whole series is very atmospheric, and I absolutely love it. Now, I'm not one of those people who played weird shit on the N64, like your fucking Star Fox furry porn shit and stuff like that. No, I was a goddamn man. I played games like this. Well, not exactly. I didn't play this game until I was 20-something, but trust me, I love the PS1 more. You just didn't get shit like this on other consoles, and it's strange because I generally am a PS1, 2, and PC gamer, and that's it. But it's strange because I never heard of this game. Like, when I was a kid. I don't even think I ever saw Kingsfield on, like, a shelf or a rental in, like, Blockbuster or anything. The only reason I think I know this game exists is, A, Wikipedia, because, you know, if you look up stuff for Dark Souls, it shows up. And I played this game after watching Lobos Jr.'s stream of it. Like, the first episode, I was like, that's it, I'm fucking buying this shit, it's so cool. And I didn't even watch him play it. I was like, nope, I'm buying this and play this on my own time. It's fantastic. So within minutes, I was immediately hooked on this game because I truly love old dungeon crawlers. There's something so fucking cool about them. They're so rudimentary. I understand this. And they're not all good. I actually need to play Ultima someday. But one of my favorite games is actually Daggerfall, which, holy shit, I love Daggerfall so much. Doing this, to me, is exciting. You're probably like, Seth, you're just mashing the A button. Yeah, I know, but it's really fun. So, oh boy. I might have to use some magic on this. I gotta work my magic in here. Oh, Jesus. Okay, that was really scary. So, that door we can't actually go through for a while. Fuck! Okay, you don't want to get too close to these guys. I'll use magic on them, I don't mind. I just don't like the situation. Once we get some, like, more health and some items, this is a lot more tolerable, but right now, it's really damn dangerous. Okay, I would rather waste magic on that thing, because it's worth it. Oh god, you watermelon-looking motherfucker. So, Wind Cutter, by the way, can pierce enemies. It's a very useful spell. I'm actually going to use my Crystal Flask. I don't want to waste too many herbs right now. You can see I only got like 2. So, also Bloodstone, I think that cures everything but poison. Antidote cures poison and also heals a little bit. So we can't restore magic points, but we're going to be using the magic I have right now just to get some items later on. But, oh man, I love this game so much. See, and in any sort of like creative design, seeing a room and going, I can't go in there just yet, and remembering that it's there, I love that. Some people are really against it, I'm in the middle. If it's telegraphed well, and the items are spaced out properly, it's actually very fun. But when it's like 8 hours fucking later and you gotta go back, it's probably shit. But this game is so much fun. I love it. And I'm not going to grind enemies, trust me, there's no reason to grind this game. It's pretty linear in terms of like progression. There's not very much luck involved in like items and stuff, so it's not very unfriendly. I absolutely... I mean, it's an unfriendly game, but it's very fun to play. So, we do have to come back here much later, that's true. All I gotta say is if you see Mama Squid, you know that you gotta come back and fight that much later, and I think that's pretty well, like, telegraphed, I'd hope. So, now we can go into the next part of this dungeon. We can go across here, but I'm really not really wanting to do that right now. There's John the Fisherman, he fishes. That's just what he does. If you get that joke, you're a great person. Anyways, so... Oh, Jesus. I really shouldn't be wasting magic right now because I really want to save it, but at this point in the game, it's okay to use magic just to try it out. God, you don't want to get super close to the front of these because that's how they get you with poison. Now, oh, there's actually an important drop. So this is a crystal shard. These serve absolutely no purpose. They are just loot, basically. Now, this looks like a dead end, I bet. You're wrong, man. Fucking got you good. There is an item in here. There's always shit like this in Casefield. This is a Dragonstone. This is actually a 1-up, technically. I mean, this game doesn't have live systems. If you die, it's goddamn go back to the beginning of the game. Have fun. So, oh, there's 2. Sometimes this happens. They actually pile into each other like that. It's hard to tell. But, yeah, if you die, game's over. Start over. Have fun. Until halfway through the game, I'm pretty sure. Which, even then, I just reload a save if I get killed. It's not really worth, you know, doing that shit over. So, you can see I'm very familiar with this game. I don't know where every single item is, mind you. I am not an expert on this game by any stretch. It's very, very cryptic in some areas. A lot of the puzzles and shit are just cryptic too, and there's some things that you can just finish the game without even knowing you don't need to do certain things. So, also, draw some water. I almost forgot to do that. Now, holy fuck, this is a scary part. I'm actually going to hit a save state just in case something stupid goes wrong because of the controls. Sprint across that. Good God. This game is not fucking Mario 64, okay? You're not gonna be jumping over things and going wahoo wahee. You're gonna be going, God fucking damn it, my character floats like a rock. It's horrible. Now those little fire particles don't actually hurt you, they're just part of the background. And you can go here, very beginning of the game, and get a spell as well if you want to. This is actually how we get Fireball. And trust me, if you're playing this on the PS1, this is going to be so slow. Like, this bogs the frame rate down so bad. Also, do not fall off of that. There is fall damage in this game. You will die instantly if you fall off of this. Actually, this is where I wanted to drop the save state, because this can sometimes get really iffy. This happened in a test playthrough, so I'm not going to sprint, but oh my god, I hate this part. It's so ass clench. Okay. Ooh. Okay. The fish can jump out of the water and they can knock you off. It's awful. It is disgustingly gross. I don't like it. It's just yucky, okay? Now, you can go here at the very beginning of the game as well and get an item, which I'll demonstrate here. This is the, I think it's just the breastplate, right? I'm pretty sure it's just breastplate. Yep. There is a lot of different kinds of armor in this game. They all have some unique effects here and there. But for the most part, it's not that big a deal. I want him out of the fucking way. Get out of here, Turbo McGee. I don't want to deal with your shit right now. Ugh. So we got pretty much all the starter gear that we're going to need right now, except we don't have a shield yet. Or do we? So we're going to go ahead and get the shield. I'm really, really hoping that this goes according to plan. I don't want to die. So, God. I don't want to fight him like this. He can dick waggle me to death. This skeleton is so fucking aggressive, you have no idea. So, oh, Jesus. Oh, this is why I've been saving magic, by the way. Okay. Ooh! You cannot sprint out of the way. You can only side strafe in this game. Be very careful doing that. He can one-shot you if you're not careful. And we can get a leather shield. So, yay, we're not as shitty. Well, we're still really shitty, but we've got some defense, and that's all that really matters. I don't think there's anything in here. Yeah, there's nothing in here. Now we can hear some more Skelemans grumbling around out there. We're not really bothered by them right now. We can get one more item in this area if we're really careful. But I don't really recommend this. I'm gonna see if I can do it, because actually, you can get a mace if we're really, really careful, but that is a tall fucking order, and I'm not gonna even attempt to do that. So, I'm gonna go and kill this guy one more time. At the beginning of the game, it's in your best interest to kill every enemy you see, because... Oh, wow, I dropped another shard. Cool. It's in your best interest to kill every enemy you see, because you don't really have any stats yet. We really need to build up our stats to make our character a little bit less, well, shitty, essentially. Now, there is a save crystal right here, which I really hope I don't have to reload the game. If I die here, I'm totally okay with it. I'm not gonna reset the session or anything. This is a very dumb and dangerous idea, so I'm hoping I can get away with it. Come on. Okay, good. So, I'm not gonna bother with those other two chests, they're just mimics. And yep, there are mimics in this game, but they're not like mimics in Dark Souls. They're mimics in the sense that they have Skelemans in them, and they pop out and go wooga booga booga, and they scare you. So, what do we pick up? We got the Pirates map! Cool, none of this makes any goddamn sense. This is useless, I'm not gonna be using it. So, this is another example of something you can do in Kingsfield that I absolutely love. If you have an item, you can just sell it, doesn't matter what it is. If you have a game important item like the Dark Crystal or like, I don't know, fucking King Harvine's key, you can sell that. It'll be gone forever, and you fuck the game up. Good job. But hey, you get a lot of gold from it, right? So, this is a game that I love that you can do that in, because it's so fucking awful. Now, I don't recommend doing that at all. That's a really dumb idea. But you can do it, and that's something that I love the fact the game lets you do. It's something that's so trivial and small, but it really makes a big difference to me. In Kingsfield 4, you can do that as well. But like I said, if you've played the game before, oh man, you know what you don't need, and you can get gold a lot quicker. You can basically make the game as easy or as difficult as you want it to be. So, what's behind this door? You have to tune in next time to see what's behind it. I'll see you then.